What do video game players and musicians have in common? Well, one thing, like vampires, they're scared of that thing, the sun. You shouldn't be, because when the sunlight hits your body, it turns the subcutaneous cholesterol, that means the cholesterol just underneath the skin, it turns that cholesterol into vitamin D. It's one of the best ways of getting, one of the only ways of getting vitamin D. And vitamin D turns on, I think it's about 900 genes in your body which do really good things for your health. So getting a little bit of that stuff is good. Okay, what else do they have? I'm giving it away with my stance that you're seeing here. That's right, posture. Video game players and musicians spend a lot of time sitting and hunched forward. Hunched forward in the spine, hunched forward in the shoulders, and hunched forward in the chest. Okay, now I didn't move my hips. I'm still sitting in the same spot on the chair, but you can see the difference. When I started the video, I was deliberately down here in a, forward attentive position, but it doesn't do good things for your body. Okay, so you've got sitting down anyway. My hips are in a forward flexed position. To deal with that, I've got a good thigh stretching video that you can go and watch on the channel. Spine is really flexed forward. You can go and watch my Vai Chi or Tai Chi video that I do by the pool over there. That's really good for extending backwards and opening up the front of the spine. For the head forward thing, I've got that sternocleidomastoid massage video also on the channel, so go and have a look at that. Don't need to spend time going over the same ground. But what about the shoulders being forwards? A lot of musicians complain about upper back pain, and they want to stretch their back. They think that their back needs stretching. But if I turn sideways, you can see, in fact, that my back is in quite a long position. Like, my shoulder blades are not actually too tight and short. That would be that posture. And you don't have that posture. What you have is a long tight rather than a short tight. So your upper back muscles are actually like, in this position, those upper back muscles going across from the spine out to the edge of the shoulders. In this position, those shoulder muscles and back muscles are like a medieval torture victim on the rack being stretched out. Now, it's unfortunate, but in our bodies, when we get pain, one of the most common rules is it's the victim who cries out, not the criminal. Okay, and so your upper back is hurting, and you go, man, I really need to stretch it. And you can go into a really good stretch, like just grab onto something and pull back away from it. So I'm grabbing over there on the left, and I'm leaning over to the right, and it's stretching this shoulder blade away from the spine, and it feels immediately good. And if I do that for 30 seconds, 20 or 30 seconds, I will get some kind of relief here, and it will feel fantastic. But what I've just done is that I've taken a muscle that was already stretched too long, and I stretched it even further. Now imagine that victim on the rack. He or she is stretched there, and you start cranking it even tighter to give him her relief. And they're like, what are you doing? Stop it. But obviously then you just knock them unconscious, right? And that's what you do to the muscle. You anesthetize it for a little bit. Now, what's wrong with this picture? What are we missing here? We've got upper back muscles being too long tight, and we've got front back, upper front muscles being too short tight. So that from the center of the chest out to the arm, you've got this thing called the pectoralis major, okay? And we need to get that guy opened up, okay? We need to take the elbow from its forward position to a behind the body position. Now you can do this really easily. Just stand in a doorway with your arms up against the doorway. Open the door first, yeah? Good. Arms up against the doorway, and then simply making sure you don't go into the cold pigeon in the snow fluffed up position. Keep your shoulders down, step forwards into the next room. I don't say lean forwards, I mean step forwards. So that there I am standing, these are my legs, and I'm going to step forwards and keep my body weight up on top of my feet. I'm not going to just lean into the next room, okay? Another good way to do one side at a time is to find something like a pole, or again the doorway, and I'll show you how to do that on the outdoor shower over here by our pool. There you go, there's a nice little holiday for you. Just for a couple of seconds, come to Malaysia and have a swim. Okay, enough holiday, back to work. Come over here. We are going to use the outdoor shower right here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my arm up against it and turn away from it, okay? It's a little bit hard to see with the sun behind me, but there's my arm behind me. I made sure that I was standing equidistant from left and right perspective, so the pole or the stretching point was directly behind me. Step forward about 1 arm's length, reach back behind you, grab onto it, and then just simply turn back to the front like this with the other arm. The arm that I'm holding the camera with, I'm just going to have that palm up as if I'm offering a plate of food to someone out in front of me. In my stance, I'm making sure that my feet are basically facing straight ahead, okay? And when I do that stretch, I don't want any knee collapsing or anything like that, okay? I want to hold that stretch for about 20 to 30 seconds with nice even breathing as you do it, and then we'll change sides to the other side and just take note if there's any imbalances between left and right. Yeah, and work on them. Maybe give a little bit longer stretching time to the tighter, more painful side. Now that we've done 20 or 30 second stretch on that chest muscle, one of the biggest muscles in the body, in the upper body and the body itself, the pec major, what you get is this posture of shoulders being back. And what you also get now is this muscle was the torture master. This muscle was cranking the tension, 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 okay, because of the posture that you've been sitting in for hours. Your body's brilliant. It is going to give you what you ask of it. If you sit down for hours, your body goes, we better adapt to this position. And so it starts shortening the muscles that you've put in a short position, and it starts anesthetizing the muscles you've put in a lengthened position. And so because we have our arms forward holding our instruments or our computer controllers or our mouse and keyboard or our steering wheel, whatever it is, this muscle has now been placed in a short, tight position, and so your body goes, you want that to be short, tight? No problem. I'll send the appropriate signals there from now on. And it recognizes also, you want anesthetic sent to that area? I'll do that. And so you become weak in the back and too strong in the chest, and that can lead to a lot of problems. So what you've done with that stretch over there on the shower or the doorway is you've allowed the muscle that runs between the chest and the arm to actually come back to a relatively balanced position, okay? Well, good luck with that, folks. Remember, don't be a vampire. The sun is your friend. And if you have any questions, please hit me up in the comment section below. And please remember to subscribe and hit the notifications button so that you get notified of any videos that come out in the future. Enjoy, and I'll see you in the next video.